Okay, everyone, we are back once again, and we are currently still working on the Phoenix, getting it all rebuilt and built back to the way it was supposed to. And hopefully we can get that done. Hopefully we can get at least the refinery done tonight, because I'd like to start putting windows in and covering this area up really nicely. I have an idea here. I think I'm going to cut out one of these windows and add a set of blocks here that'll work a little bit better. But right now, if I remember correctly, I think we are at gold, platinum, and uranium are the next ones we're going to have to put in. Man, this guy's coming back to drop in some goodies. There we go. And we got another one. That one there is just... I'm going to have to work on that one's launch capability. Clearly. As he is just getting too close to that. Anywho. Jack Dawes, what? Yeah, what? What up? Currently, I am figuring out what I'm going to do next. I may do something interesting right here. Just give me a nice cluster of antennas. Here in the front. Let's hit the tab button. Get ourselves right where we need to be. So, we are currently, when I last left off, at lunch. I was in the process of fixing this entire system up here. We need gold, platinum, and uranium. That's what's going to have to be installed here. And after that, I don't know. We do need a means for which this system can run off of. Haven't seen anything useful for that yet. And I do need to take out a section there for the railgun at some point, but we're not ready for the railgun just yet. I also have to work on this bottom section over here at some point. But we're gonna get to work on this. I'm gonna try and figure this out. Let me check my inventory here, make sure we've got everything we really need. There we go. Now let's get started and finish this bad boy up. And we're gonna go up here. Conveyor here. And then slap a conveyor in there. Alright, we've done that. Let's head over here. Oh, I just hit that. That's gonna hurt. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Now we're gonna get this all powered back up, and apparently we do not have the construction components necessary to finish this, which is odd. Let me go over here and check this again. We're not getting construction components. What is not connected? There's a good question. What do I not have connected to what? I am pretty sure everything is connected like it's supposed to be. That's weird. Why can't I... Why is all that there, but it won't go into these deals? Questions for later. Questions for later. Okay. So we go back over here. Get a hold of this. We go to sorter again. And it should be 19 and 20. Don't have anything doing with it. So we're going to whitelist again, like we've been doing. So, how has everyone been doing? What have y'all been up to? I did not get a chance to ask that last time, because, dear God, things were going fast. There. because, dear Lord, we know how that goes sometimes. sometimes things are going good, sometimes they're not. But anywho, alright, we have a sorter for gold going. We just need platinum and the rest of it. Hook it all up. And then maybe here, do I have that all hooked up there? There's a question. What is this all hooked up to? Is there a way I can get up here? No, there's not. Okay, I want to check everything just to see where we're at the moment. That's where the issue's coming from, I bet. Let me see here. Let's see. Okay, there's the block I've got to go into. And nothing is connected to it. So let's cut through this. We're going to cut this block out temporarily. Number 7 here. We're going to put in a nice little T block. Because I just realized I messed up. Okay, we got that working. Let's go back over here. We're going to grab a couple more parts. Oh, there we go. Ugh. There we go. Now I can finish up that one piece in there. And I can also kind of cut this out. Oh boy, that didn't end well, did it? Not at all. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Alright, 7. And let's try welding this bad boy up. Alright, nothing in there. Oh, wait, steel plates. We need those. And we're just going to add in there a conveyor. Okay, that should fix all of my other issues. So I should be able to pull anything I want out of here now. That should be the connection we need. Boy, this piping system is going to be nuts. This is going to be the most irritating piping system I've ever had the misfortune of messing with. Okay, so let's try this with the next set of block sorters. There's 1, 2. Actually, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and get the rest of these done. I'm not going to play around with it any more than I already have. Alright, let's see if I can just snatch everything up out of here. And did it work? Boy, it doesn't seem to be working. Oh, it might be working. rest of these up here. There we go. Let's plow here because I think I might have accidentally yanked in. No, I didn't. I didn't get any thruster components. That's weird. Oh well.
Energy low.
Alright, let's just throw everything in there. Pull over here and do this again. There we are. That works. It's difficult welding stuff sometimes, especially when you're building this. But this is fun. This is one of the fun parts of Space Engineers. Is when you can just kind of meander over here and just do your own thing. And you can just build whatever you need to build. There we go. Now we just got to hook all that crap up. That's it. That's all that needs to be done. I just got to hook up that bottom. And then that'll eventually be done. Oh, I've got to also scan that. I've got to get that thing to work to where it'll hook all up. But it is looking like a better ship. It is looking far more superior than what it was before. It looks amazing. We're going to try something different on the back. We're going to try and put some cannons or some type of minigun turrets or some type of custom built Gatling weaponry or a autocannon system or something like that. And now, folks, we are all powered back up. And let's go over here and figure out what is what. Alright. Conveyor sorter. See, I think the last one was that, so let's go down and just redo this whole thing again. This time with platinum. Okay, we also need to make sure that's on. Okay, there we are. Yep, this is just one of those little bitty things that just going to really improve the quality of life of the entire mission profile here. Oh boy, I did that really stupid. I didn't press control. There we are. Alright, that's done. That's been fixed right there. We got that one done. Now, just got to fix the uranium ones. And the entire system will be done. We just gotta find you. Oh look, it's right friggin' there. There we go. Let's get that one done. Alright, that's finished. And there we go. Now, all that's left is to basically pipe all this up. And what I need to do now is I need to grab number 7 here. Yeah, I don't have any of that, do I? Yeah, I've also got to figure out how to connect all this other crap. So, we're going back over here. Like I said, I've got to figure out how to connect this junk. I've got that. I need steel plates to do the rest of it with. Where's my steel plates? Steel plates. That's what we're looking for right now. Now, we got a lot of stuff. I'm going to have to do some sorting here before long. There we go. That'll work for the moment. Let me just grab... There, we just need those two at the moment. just need those two. Now, what I have to do first is we've got to do some modifications to some of this. Alright. Let's see. T-junction. There we go. There's a T-junction there. And then here, I'm gonna need to install a sorter. Nope. What the heck? There we are. Or a conveyor right there. I think it's right there. Yeah. Make sure it looks good, boys. We're gonna make it look good. There we go. There we are. There we go. That'll help. Then it's just build all this stuff up to where it'll work out real well. Alright, now for the next part. We're going to grab this number 7 here. I want to put this in. One there, one there, one there. No, not there. There. And, alright, there we go. That will help in those areas. I still have access to everything else I need to get to. I'm going to add one there. That's why I always check your stuff before you put it in, folks, because you could accidentally install the wrong dadgum part. There. Now I'll be able to add the last one I think I'm going to need to complete this. And that'll work out just beautifully. Now, I just go to here. And we're going to grab everything out of here that I think I need. I'm going to go work on these next two, just to see if I can finish them up. That's connected. Boy, you talk about a complex piece of machinery now. Alright, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be one complex machine right here. We gotta plumb this thing up. That's the fun part. Let's make sure we got all these here. Yeah, I think I do. I'll start dragging stuff out of the conveyors. Almost ready. Alright, I'll get this done. Check that out. We have a fully automated system that is going to work with specific ores. Each refinery is going to work on its own individual ore. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. It's amazing too. So, next option, because I want to complete this, I want to finish this up over here, obviously. So let's see what we got in, okay, I got regular plates. I don't think I need, well, I need steel plates. I just don't know where they're at. I know I got some. Come on, where are you guys? Yeah, we got like 4,000 of them. I should be able to finish this up tonight. We're gonna finish it. And then I'm just gonna hook into here, like so. Let me check the other side here. How to hook into that? Use a T-junction there. That wasn't a good idea. Let's go ahead and take that out. I don't think we need a T-junction here. What we need is a good old-fashioned elbow junction, or just a good old-fashioned elbow. And let's go ahead and grab those blueprints real quick. But yes, this is the part of the game where things get fun, because you're solving issues. You're creating, as you're creating problems, you're also solving them. Kenneth Jarrett, the Cullen concert, the live album. What have I found? No, I don't think I'm Keith Jarrett. I'm trying to be quiet right now because it's just, you know, Mrs. and the kid are trying to sleep at the moment, trying to get ready for school. My wife's got her job she's got to go to. And unfortunately, this doesn't make any bills. I know, sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. I just can't. It's so sad that this is a hobby right now. I don't want it to be. I want to be able to make like actual money and just sit back and go, yeah, I don't need to go to my job anymore. I want to stay home, play video games for a living. That'd be awesome. Okay, next set of problems we're going to solve is we're going to have to bring that down here like so. Like that. Now, this is not the system completed, but it is the refinery part of it, at least in motion. It is now finished. The refineries are all working the way they should. Each refinery is now going to sort and put in what they need. Hello, fellow engineer, Cujo. Okay, hey Cujo, how you doing? Nice to see you. So, Cujo, if you're just now on the channel and wondering what's happening, each one of these refineries here has speed mods on them because this is just a long-range refinery ship. We are taking, if you haven't seen, or if you don't know, and this is just for anyone else who might be watching who just doesn't know, this used to be the red ship. This is the crashed red ship scenario. You can see portions of the red ship is still with us on this. And what I have accomplished here is I have built a new ship out of the red ship. And we're now building a monster. This is becoming a beast. And I'm doing some stuff. I'm going to have to do some modifications to that landing pad. And we're going to have to really manipulate these gun turrets a little bit. Because I do want to make a different set of gun turrets. I may do probably 2 dual Gatling gun Sea-Whiz turrets. Could be better if I had more money. Oh, yes, yes. More money would help everyone. And I think the rest of these we're going to do flat cannon turrets all through here. Or we may do 3 flat gun turrets and just do the Gatling gun turrets or minigun turrets on the dual barrel minigun turrets on either side. So that'll help on that. And then we got to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to build another one of these over on the other side. I recognize it. I have over 5,000 hours. Played this game way too much. Oh, yes. Yes. This is the reason I bought a gaming PC, was this game right here. I was like, I'm either going to wait for this game to come out on PlayStation or I'm going to get a gaming PC. And lo and behold, gaming PC came first. So, has been a wonderful time. The entire notion of this game, playing it, it's just been wonderful. Love every minute of it. Now, let's see. The next thing I need to do, I need to first off finish this up. Let's finish this right now. There we are. We're just going to grab everything. So, I've got everything hooked back up the way it's supposed to. Hopefully. I do not need anything else. Because it will not be fun if I need anything else before this is over with. And, okay, we've got those segmented plates up there, providing a little extra cover to the ship. I had to cut these off here because this is too far back for it not to hit these. So I need to pull these up, at least one, which is going to have to do a complete redesign to this entire system, and I'm going to have to work on all the other stuff that's happening. Let me go over here and charge back up as I try to figure out the maneuver I'm going to make next. There's a mod that turns the red ship into a mech enemy that spawns. Yes, I've seen that. That is actually pretty cool. I've seen that mod. And I'm just like, that is that's something perfect for when you're playing with your buddies online. Or you've got people online and it's all of a sudden that thing comes barreling through there. Like, yep, you're about to have a bad day. Okay, now. So, like I said, the refinery area is not completely done yet. We do need to put some more corridors in. I need to figure out how that nonsense is going to work. So let's go see what we've got in corridor blocks here that I can use to finish that area up. And then I can start putting window blocks in and everything. Okay, where are you at? Alright, number 4. There we are. Okay, I gotta figure out how I did this beforehand. So I think I did this. And we added one there. There. This is just for the staircasing in the front. And then I believe the rest of this... Wait, what is that? Is that a dual? No, that was a ceiling corridor. Okay, yeah, that works. That worked exactly the way I wanted it to. Alright, we're gonna just go ahead here. Start running this stuff through. There we go. That'll keep things interesting. And actually, I just remembered. No, I just realized that's kind of dumb. Because I can't put a light in there. Why am I being stupid? There. That'll work. There we go. Yeah, we're just building up these little blocks here. This is part of the design that you could walk through this. Okay, need more plates. This is going to be an interesting one. So on the front of Unreal Engine and all of its good stuff, I am actually managing to build a level or two. I've actually built a kind of a level. It's not not amazing, but it's just a couple platforms that you jump one from the other. But I am figuring things out on it. It's turning out really well. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Of all the... I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone until I get this done. And then I'm coming back to fix that stupid thing. I accidentally put that one in the wrong way. Yes, before anyone says anything, I know I look like a dumb lost puppy going all the way to the back end there. But it's because that's where I remember where everything's at. I don't think of this area until you're done. Okay. That is complete. Now, I can add more window blocks, but I think I'm going to take these two windows out. I'm going to take two windows out on either side. Let's do that. Let's take this window out. Okay. Did I get any girders out of that? Oh, my inventory's full. What got left behind? Ah. No. That's dumb. Okay, so here's an issue I'm looking at here. Yeah, it is an issue. It is an issue. Let me throw this in here. Let me throw it in here. Throw everything in there. We'll grab the rest of these parts. As I may have decided, do the windows a little differently. I may have decided to do that. I may have decided to do the windows entirely differently. And here we go, folks. We're going back into here. Blah. Getting caught on my own ship here. Hang on. Piston welders, yeah. That is something I see a use for. I'm trying to read chat while I'm operating here, and it's not working too well, folks. It's just not working too well. Figure this out, because I came up with a really cool way of doing this to make it just look that much more nifty. No, 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 no. And back on. Bad. Bad. Don't do that again. Okay, so now I need electricity. Let's go up here, and I'll read some comments while I'm in the cockpit up here. I did have it on one of my servers, but sadly had to shut that one down. Still have a vanilla one and a Power World server. I've been dealing with stuff lately, so they're all kind of dead. Yeah, I know how that feels. I've got a Discord that whenever I can get on and post something, I'm lucky to do that. I am, God, between the issues I've had with plumbing, my job, and juggling everything else, it has been a nightmare trying to get any sort of time to work on anything else that I want to work on. Cujo, but I'm working on that. I usually use piston welders for long areas like that. LMAO, yep. Write this down, you'll thank me later. They aren't mistakes, they are gameplay features. Yes. Keith Jarrett concert. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, it's easy to get distracted in this game. There's always something needs to be done. Oh, yes. See, right now, the thing I'm happy about is I've got the stupid mining ships right now that go out and do my mining for me. Otherwise, this would be a nightmare to build. This would be absolutely terrifying to build. And I've got a plan here to make it even better. I'm trying to think here of what I can do. So I need a set. I want to say a set of corridor blocks. And a means of getting up and over stuff so I can access all this area. And I can still access all these component areas here so I don't have to worry about it all falling apart. Yeah, we need a corridor or something that can be used for that. Let's see what I can get my hands on. I'm gonna need some freaking construction components. Let's see. What kind of passages do I need? Okay, everything's either going to take interior plates or it's going to take some type of corridor blocks. Or one of these. Let's grab a few of these. And a few of those. Let me see what I've got access to here. Alright, there we go. This will make a nice corridor to get in and work on everything with. And we'll just use this all the way down, because why the heck not? There we are. Ah. Alright. We can just do that. That'll work. Alright, let's see now, and more of them. So who here is getting the new Space Marine game? Because I know I am wanting to play it. I am really wanting to play that. Go in there as Blood Raven, steal everything. Uh-oh. What have we run into now? Tell me. Oh, no, 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 no. No. That's what I thought. Okay, let's fly up here and get the one systems to work. We gotta start getting production going. We need 2,000 of these. We need 4,000 of those just to keep things going. And while that catches up, we're gonna take a moment to just hop in here and chill while I read off some stuff. Keith Jarrett, I'm just learning about him now. He was a concert classic jazz pianist. Oh, nice. All right, that is an awesome skill set right there. Cujo, sounds like you need my glassy. On a lazy day, it nets me an easy 15 million ore in a couple of hours. Yeah, I've got these mini miners, and they're able to go distances and get stuff done that I need done. So, with just 4 of them, I've been able to turn them loose and let them just run. I'm just going to let them run out until they all finish their missions and then come back and sit. And when all that is done, then I'll have all the ore I need in this area, and we will probably be able to take the ship and actually try to move it. There's something I'm going to have to do here, and that is I'm going to have to add some gyroscopes somewhere on this stupid thing. I'm going to have to figure out where I can put that. I'm going to have to work on the interior a bit more. Okay, let's see here. Jack Dawes, he played an hour concert last minute on a broken piano. He didn't play anything. He improvised the entire thing. It became the best-selling live piano album of all time. Well, yeah, but it was. It's different. Usually people do different things, man. You do different things, you end up becoming something. It's like, take, in terms of video games, look at Helldivers. Helldivers did something entirely different that no one had expected, and ended up becoming a major multi-million-dollar franchise, as with a whole lot of other things. Heard about that concert. Sounded awesome as AF. I'm going to have to check that out. Cujo, is your Discord public or private? Oh, it's public. You can get on. There should be a link in the description of one of the regular videos, usually if I'm giving a tip or something. There's not one in this because I have to go back as soon as I get time and start putting everything in the video that I need to put into it. I have too many games on my plate to get a new game, sadly. Queue up like 10,000. Yeah, that has been me. But I've played the original. And I'll watch this one because, like, you know, this day and age, people really don't know how to make games that much. And it appears everyone seems to be getting their butts in order. Because from what I've heard, this one's supposed to be actually pretty darn good. Alright, build capacitor at capacity. Let's do this again. See if I can get this to... Oops, we got a small issue here. We're not getting all the welding animation, but yeah, it's working. Alright, let's see if we can finish this up here. Ooh boy. It's a fun time to build this. Alright, we're almost done. We're almost done. It's just taking a little bit of time. I do have a welding ship, for those that are wondering. It's more of a welding vehicle, I guess you could call it. Okay, we've got everything we need. Let's finish this. Time to finish it. Just a bit. Woo now. Hello. That's the one problem with these guys is as soon as they come in, they just think they own everything. I know, before you ask, there's no gravity yet on the ship. There we go. I can now do some serious repairs if I have to in this little corridor area. Jackdaws, the fact that it's different doesn't mean anything to me and isn't why it blew up. If you just listen, you'll know. Oh, I have no doubt. Have you ever heard the one of the guitar? There's one that's a meme. It's a short on YouTube. Type in that guitar had to have a cigarette afterward. And it's this young kid with this much older guy. And you know the older guy is a guitar specialist, but this kid is a whole different level of guitar guy. And the whole time he is making the tune for each individual note, he is tuning the guitar to the note at the same time. And it is, oh my God, it is gorgeous. The whole time you're hearing this kid just ding 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 ding, and it is just wild because he's hitting notes that guitar should not be able to do on a normal day. And he's just hitting them. It's just going back and forth on notes. You can just see he is just constantly manipulating that guitar's tension on those strings to produce different sounds that it just should not be able to do. It's amazing. Eric Evans, working on an assault cannon corvetter that has 100 assault cannons in the nose. Jeez. Found it. Just need to do the rules. Oh wait, I was already in it. Cujo's already there, everybody. I get invite to a ton of SE servers. It's hard to keep track of which one I've joined. Hey, it's all right. It's all right. For a moment there, the server was at 69, so we were doing, we were bad boys for a little bit. Let me see here. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I need girders. I need girders. Like I said, we are finishing up this area of the ship today. I'm finishing that up, no matter what it takes. Okay, girders, girders, girders. That's how this is going to start, is with girders. Okay. Put that in. Throw that in. All right. Now, let me see here. I want to see what kind of window blocks have we got. Ow. Well, that ended well. 2 by 3, or we got 3 by 3? I'm quite certain that's only 2 by 3 over there. I don't have a dang 2x2 window? Really? We don't have a 2x2 window. We've got 2x3, but we don't have 2x2. Let's go with 2x1. Flat. We're going to build 2 of these. Unless number 2. Let's take a look at how this thing looks. Hmm. Somehow I don't think it's going to be as impressive as this one. I could be wrong. Yeah, we're just doing this today. I've got an option for the middle one there. Alright, there's that. We're going to do the other side as well. And there's a radio antenna. Making life as difficult as possible. Ugh. Okay, so I'll do something on the one area. I'm probably going to lose that window block, unfortunately. That was not foreseen. I did not foresee that becoming an issue. It wasn't something I had planned on. Okay, let me see here. Let's see. Are those drones running on scripts? Yes. Cujo asking that. Erica Evans agreeing with me. Yes. To the drones on the scripts. Yeah. It's Pam, and I showed how I use it in this. Oh, what the frick? I forgot. Crap, there's like 2 of those that aren't even hooked in yet on this side. Well, that's annoying. I will have to fix that. Let me see here. I need some steel plate so I can make this work. Where's my steel plates at? Steel, there we go. We're going to produce this. Like I said, that's probably going to take that completely out, but it'll be fine. Do some manipulation here. Make this look a little different than it already is. And then we're going to go here and do the same thing. Okay, that'll look cool. Now we'll do that to the other side. Yes, I am tired, but I am getting this done tonight. I'm gonna make this look good. I'll tell you something I introduced my kid to that a lot of people don't know about. Ray Stevens. There's one called I Ain't Sitting Up with the Dead No More. That's, you know, it's pretty funny. But the one about the Mississippi squirrel is hilarious. One of the lines in there is, I know we've heard about how Moses parted the waters, and I think Jesus turned the water to wine. Oh, the miracles God has wrought in this old world.
but I will always remember the day he put a church on the straight and back on the path of the straight and narrow way with a half crazed Mississippi squirrel. The entire song is hilarious. Um, Look up Mississippi Squirrel Church Revival. It is the funniest crap. As he's just singing it, and it is the funniest crap. You're just sitting there listening to it, like, yeah, this is what you did when you were a kid, dude. You know this is what Ray Stevens did when he was younger. Anyway, back to the chat here. Cujo. I mainly build with vanilla in mind and no script, so Xbox and PS, PlayStation players can use my builds. I think you can use. Can you not use scripts on console? That'd be news to me if you couldn't. Been trying to figure out a reliable way to get scriptless mining drones to work. Captain Jack says he's got a way of doing it. I've not seen it. Make it look good so it looks cooler when it explodes. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to figure out how to make this thing look more impressive when it blows up. So that's all that they're done. Uh, to finish that, we're going to grab this here real quick. Let me check G here. I've still got this ion thruster right here, which does not seem to be building anything. Let's check the other ones here. No. 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 Huh, that's weird. Just about 400 right here. Do like 1,000 cobalt. Is it doing that? Yay or nay? Okay, let's go back to inventory. Let's go here. And why are we not pulling the cobalt out? Yeah, I can't remember which assembler we had this in. Is it number 6? Okay, yeah, that's what the problem is right here. It's all full up. It's got too much stuff in it. All right, there we go. That'll get some stuff done. Okay, and let's grab what we can here. We got 1,300 or 313 left. What am I thinking? Okay. This seems to be working like I'm hoping it would. Eric Evans set a skunk loose in the girls' dorm in college. Er- Cujo, Eric the Skunk Wrangler Evans. Me and my cousin actually one time. I will admit to this one, and then there's another one that I had a guy I knew in school. He did this, and one of them was our dads when we were younger, and we thought our dads were just kidding with us. We didn't believe him at first, but my dad when I was younger goes, I was looking at some bumblebees one time, and my dad said, you know, you can those bumblebees aren't dangerous. And I was like, what are you talking about? They're not dangerous. Of course they're dangerous. They're dadgum bumblebees. And of course he's sitting there looking at it and going, and he said, no, no, no. There's this one bumblebee. If you look at the bumblebees, there's this one particular type of bumblebee. If you look at right at them when they fly up close to you and you see their head, they have this really definitive white spot. It's not a shine. It's actually just a little dot on their forehead. That's a drone. And you can grab those and you can catch them. What does my I watched my dad catch this thing because I didn't believe him. He caught the darn thing, showed it to me, put it in my hand. I held it for a bit and I turned it loose. What does my demented 10-year-old ass do? I get together with my cousin and tell him the same thing. So we go out and we catch like 60 or 70 drone bumblebees, bring them to school in a plastic sack, and then we turn them loose in the hallway. And before we knew it, the entire school was shut down because they had a bumblebee infestation. Didn't know what the frick was going on. I was sitting there like, oh wow, huh? We kind of went a little overboard with that one. Then another time, and this is psychotic. I'm gonna just let everybody know this was a very very bad thing to do. And to the kids, to all the kids that'll listen to this, don't. Okay, just don't. Don't do this. This is not a good thing, and you shouldn't do it. When I was younger back in the day, it wasn't me that did this. I'm telling y'all right now, it was not me that did this. But there was a kid in school, and we had a test going on. And this was after Columbine. And he was sitting there talking about not wanting to take the test, not wanting to take the test. Well, this other kid in the class that we knew of, we didn't know who he was, decides, I don't want to take the test either. So he just gets up and walks off. Before he leaves the room, one of the things I notice is, before he leaves the classroom, he grabs a magic marker. One of those permanent ones. Something ain't right here. What's going on? You gotta be joking. No, let me see here. Oh my lord. You can tell me there's a whole lot. Well, anyway, he takes off in there and is gone basically for several minutes. Comes back and sits down in front of the class, and we're all just looking at him like, what'd you do? And he goes, you'll find out. He says, just remember, if you tell anyone, I know where you live. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. About a few minutes, I shit you not, my 6'2", 280 something pounds of muscle dad kicks the door literally off the hinges. It comes off the hinges into the classroom. My dad walks in with a look on his face that it's that look that your parents give you of, you nearly died and you should not do that again. I mean, that's the level of fear I had at that moment. I'm like, holy crap, what the hell is going on? And dad just looks at me and he goes, you backpack to the truck now.
I get up, I'm coming outside. There's cops everywhere. There's highway patrolmen everywhere. There's bomb sniffing dogs moving through the school. I'm sitting there, I'm like, what in the hell did this guy do? We're walking through there, and I'm like, I'm a kid. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, am I an accessory to this crap? I saw him. He's done this. I'm a witness. He might kill me because he's technically the crazy kid in school. So we get outside. And later on, one of my buddies, he finds out what happens. He said, man, that was the stupidest thing I'd ever seen. I said, so what happens? Apparently this kid took the magic marker that he had gotten off the principal's desk, or the teacher's desk, went into the bathroom, wrote down the current date, the day that we were there at school, and at the bottom wrote, is bring your gun to school day. Good luck in the battle royale. And that put the school in lockdown. I'm just sitting there like, huh. That was not how I expected that situation to go down, but hey, you know what? I got out of a test over it. So I'm not too angst about it. There. Here's a question. How bad? Oh, I was actually pretty close. Dang. That actually looked pretty good. Alright, we have both forward and up, down, and rear face thrusters, which is not a bad thing. The worst I did was I started a riot in my school, threw Mr. Hall against the wall, is what they say. I have no memory of it, though. Oh, that's awesome. Cujo living up to the name now. Let's see. The worst fight I ever saw in school was one of our instructors came into a bathroom. They basically had a mosh pit fight in the bathroom. And lo and behold, one of the instructors walked in who was former Army. And he got decked in the mouth. Real nice and good. And I remember looking over the top of the stall because when he got hit, I was the little guy in school. I fought when I had to, but I was the little guy. I couldn't fight forever. I couldn't fight everyone. I decided I'm going to the stall here because I have no idea what's about to happen. Lo and behold, that man walked back inside because someone had punched him in the mouth and knocked him back out the room. He was not prepared for it. He walked back outside. Suddenly the door swings back open. And you hear a click. And the last thing I saw was him standing in the doorway. He hit click. And then we all understood the reason why it's a terrifying thing when the U.S. says, we own the night. We understood what the hell that meant. Because while I'm in the bathroom stall, hiding my ass from the Army guy that's in there, all I hear is, you little fuckers want to fight? We'll fight. And then you just heard fists. It sounded like thunder clapping in that room. You hear kids flying across there. He broke 2 urinals and a sink off the wall before he was finished. Walked out the door, turns the lights back on, walked out the door, then comes back with the principal. He's tapping his lip with bloody knuckles. He goes, yes, sir, Mr. Principal. Lentz was the principal's name. He goes, yes, Mr. Lentz. I don't know what happened. They all just went crazy and just started punching each other in the face. I got hit in the mouth on the way here and came and got you. I was like, you lying SOB. You put half them kids in the hospital probably. No, nobody was getting up after that. Yeah, there are some things you learn in life. There are some lessons in life you can learn real quick without having to get involved. And that was one of them. I just watched most of that crap go down. I remember a kid nearly got electrocuted because he was being stupid and pissed onto a generator, and we watched him get his butt blown clean across the yard because he decided to take a leak somewhere and took a leak on a
power cord to a generator, and the generator kicked on right in the middle of the stream. And catapulted his stupid butt all the way across the yard. All we heard was a pop, and by the time we turned around, he was airborne. So I mean, stupid stuff that happens in high school, man. There's some stupid stuff that happens in high school. Alright, this is turning out better than I thought. Okay, how many of those did I grab? Only 3? Only 3. Alright, here we go. Let's grab this here. Alright, let's go back and grab some more. Yeah, I can say this right now. If any younger guys are listening to this and you're in high school, just remember school's a joke. A lot of the stuff that's there, you'll be sitting there going, this doesn't make sense and that doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to. It's never supposed to make sense. The thing I hated the most about school was the zero tolerance crap. The whole mentality of, if you're in a fight and you don't throw a punch, you're still responsible. I never understood that crap. I don't think anyone does. I don't think you're supposed to understand that. I think you're supposed to just suffer. That was the entire purpose of it. There we go. That's getting better looking. I don't know. I might do some red. I might do that in red and add a little bit of extra oomph on the back end of that. I don't know. Oh, wait. There we go. I never understood that. I remember I got into a fight in school. I got punched in the mouth, and the music teacher, because it was in the music room, actually went to the principal and told him on my behalf. He said, I think this kid took the brunt of it because he's got a busted lip. I never threw a punch because we're both getting in trouble. I was going to get in trouble if I threw a punch. There was no point to it. I mean, I ran the risks, and the risk of getting suspended, in my opinion, was not worth it. Lo and behold, they were going to suspend me anyway. You're talking about parents having a frickin' fit when they found out that because you didn't punch a kid, you were getting in trouble too. Holy crap. They just didn't know. Oh wait, I gotta get all that too. Maybe I can finish this before. There we go, here we go, here we go. We're almost there. I just hope this crap's airtight when I get done. But my school was nuts. We actually had a situation where the assistant principal lost his job
because he decided that it was important to strip search the cheerleaders. As you can guess, that didn't go over well with the parents when they found out.
Energy critical.
And his excuse for that was the reason why he said, "Well, I didn't do anything wrong." And they're like, "What do you mean you didn't do anything wrong?" He said, "Well, I didn't strip the girls down. All I did was stand there and watch." And everyone just kind of stopped and looked at him like, "Are you serious, dude? Are you for real? Are you for real, dude?" That went over well. Let's see. We're going through the chat here for a minute. Eric Evans, my LT in '03 accidentally drove us over the border into Iran. Can't spell lost without LT. Oh, thank God for lieutenants. Cujo, I dislike fighting. I'm just a peace-loving hippie. But video game violence is the shazat. Actually, video game violence is technically good for you. Something about there. It's kind of like how people think that because you do like kickboxing or something like that, you're supposed to be super violent, but then those people are never super violent at all. Like take Joe Rogan for instance, he's not a super violent person. I mean, he's a calm, cool, collected individual, and you talk to him, you probably can get your point across to him pretty effectively without getting into a fist fight. The the thing about stuff like that, like shooting sports, video games, martial arts, you don't win when you're angry. People don't realize that. You can't win when you're angry. When you calm down, and that's what it does, it teaches you discipline through running the game. There was actually I'll have to find this study at one point, but I remember reading about a study where they were doing the violent video game thing where they're like, oh, violent video games make people more dangerous, it desensitizes you to violence and all this other bullcrap, all the original talking points back in the 90s. And I remember reading a study. It was a later study after the one that everyone quotes. There's this one study that every news outlet quotes, that Hillary Clinton quotes it, and every person who dislikes a video game quotes it. And it is the oldest study that's been done on video game violence. It is also the most flawed. There are 15 newer studies that have been done, all finding contradictory research to that. And the best part about that also is one of them is the U.S. Marine Corps. The U.S. Marine Corps heard about that and said, you know what? Having young soldiers that we can turn into killers almost instantaneously sounds like a great idea. Let's do that. So the U.S. Marine Corps goes out and they start doing studies on video game violence. And if I recall it correctly, what happened was, I'll have to do a video on it if I can find it on the internet. But what happened was the U.S. Marine Corps, they did the first trials and they saw something like a 30 or 40, it was like a high increase in lethality of the soldiers because they had been playing video games. They just set them in there and had them play Doom for hours on end. And then they put them as pertaining to the rest of their training. And then they had a control group. And when they put them in there, the control group was actually like, I'm going to say, it was like high. It was like 40 or 50% better at killing targets than the other guys. And they thought, oh, this seems to be showing this works. So then they were sitting there watching this, and then another guy comes up and says, okay, we've made killers. Now, what's it going to take to change these guys up? Because if we send these guys into war and they're just straight up almost like serial killer violent, well, they're going to completely wipe the area out. We're going to have all kinds of problems. This is also during after the Vietnam era, hearts and minds and all that nonsense. They didn't want to just send in like a living weapon. It would be like sending in. I think one guy said it would be like sending in titanium teeth dogs with no restraint. In other words, the kind of dogs that they use to guard nuclear missiles and nuclear bombs. Those things are not trained to. Other dogs are trained to let go. Those are trained to just fucking kill you. Okay, they're not there to be nice. So they go back in, and the U.S. Marine Corps is like, okay, what are we going to do? Let's introduce a new video game. So they actually had a game made or something like that, or found a game that was violent, that required
you to recognize non-combatants and friendly combatants. And when they did that, they had the same result of like 40 or 50% more lethality. But they were surprised because when they went in, they were like, "Yeah, we're going to introduce these new parameters into the video game and see what happens, if they stay killers or not, or if it has any negative effect." It had zero effect on the capability of the soldier when they went through. They were still just as lethal, but they were 30% less likely to commit collateral damage or engage in friendly fire. And the US Marine Corps psychologist came to the conclusion of the video games don't make them more violent. The video game increases hand-eye coordination and reaction time. Thus, these soldiers are able to react at a higher speed. They're able to process the information in a battlefield much more quickly because they're being put in a battlefield-like situation in the video game. So that in itself is a that I gotta find that study sometime to do a video on it because it would be a wild video to do. Because I remember reading it and I was just like, wow, this is so fucking cool. You find something really nifty and you're just looking up. I just happened to find it by accident. I'll have to figure out where it was. But that was the thing that just completely shut it down for me when people were talking about it. That's the study I usually would bring up, and I brought that study up with my mom and made her watch it, made her read it, and I said, "Okay, you've read this. This is the U.S. Marine Corps. This is what they're saying. Clearly, they're the experts on psychos and killers." But not really. But I said clearly they're the experts on war fighting and all this nonsense. I said it doesn't make you a killer. It's not going to hurt you because that was my mom's big fear watching all that nonsense and then that you see on TV. Because you had Hillary Clinton and that one Jack guy that sued, what was it, Rockstar like 3 times, trying to shut down their games. Oh, that's what's hitting this stupid wall. That the one that's landing right now just slammed into the side of the ship. I'm gonna have to move that stupid deal back. Yeah, he hit it again. Good lord, you problem child! What are you doing? You scratched the paint job on my ship. This is why you don't get to drive the car. So, anyway, yeah, that was one. There's also been studies done in Sweden, I think France, Germany, a couple more done here in the United States by people who are psychologists and they know what they're talking about, and they actually have done these studies and said, there you go. It doesn't actually do anything. Cujo, they made Arma for training. Yeah, I have Arma and I have yet to load that up onto my system because I'm like, that is something that's going to just take up time. Every time I get ready to do it, I'm like, I may not have to do that. Eric Evans got stabbed in a bar fight with the Aryan Brotherhood outside. Oh, that sounds like a good one. FT Still, Sheridan Gate. Oh boy. Cujo, bro is describing watching somebody stream before streaming was a thing. I think they did that because they thought kids were starting fights, then acting innocent. But the thing is, that made kids start breaking the rules. Well, it really didn't bother you. Like, if you're a bully and you want to do maximum damage to another kid, that was how you were doing it. Um, and that's what a bully wants to do. They want to hurt the other person. And if you want to hurt somebody and you want to hurt their ability to perform in school, that's the best way to do it. Is just go in there and just keep messing, cause problems in which that their grades are getting messed with. I really want to put something there, but I don't have the room. And that'll affect the look of the ship. We'll just leave that like that. Here's what we'll do. We'll go over here and we'll do this. I'm gonna... No, I have a better idea. Let's do this. We'll take that nice bright red. There we go. We'll do that. But yeah, it gets down to the point where if the other kid is using that as a means of, you know, bullying another kid, yeah, something needs to be stopped right then. There needs to be an evaluation done. And I think that's the problem with most schools. They just don't have the will to evaluate it. That or you, what was it? There's actually a thing that happens with
scientist that does this, where they will start trying to sabotage another researcher's work if they think it may disprove something that they have spent their entire life working towards. Oh, ow. Oh, crap. I ended up in a cave. Alright, let's look here. Yeah, that looks good. That looks amazing right there. Check that out. Check that out. It is really coming together. I need to turn that bottom section probably black. Yeah, black. It'd look good black. Well, that is turning out perfectly. Let me see. Let's see. What could I do? I like the concept of that. Oh, wait a minute. That is a good idea, man. I'm glad you said that. I just came up with a great plan. Let's do... I'm gonna do this real quick. I want to see how this looks. Oh, I'm out of steel. No. No, no, no. We can't run out of steel. We have plenty of steel plate. Where's it at? No, screw it. We're just gonna max out. Max that baby. Oh, hello. Let me get out of the way here. But yeah, that is just when they were doing that whole nonsense of, oh, we're doing the whole zero tolerance. It never ends. It almost never works the way they wanted it to work. Oh yeah, that's looking better. That was a good idea, man. Thanks. Oh, check that out. That is just getting better and better and better. Use armor place to greeble it up. Thanks, Cujo. That was a great idea. Kind of reminds me of the pirate ship from the Mandalorian. Ooh. Well, the IWL does have a whole lot of pirates. I'm not gonna lie. I think part of the lore was they started as pirates. And it just, well, we just kind of took over some people's stuff or some government facilities, and then we were the guys doing taxation at that point. Kind of weird. You make a private army, and I always thought that was funny. Where the guys who don't want to deal with government ended up creating a private army, protecting people, and became the government. That just kind of seemed hilarious in my opinion. That and the fact of having a Long John Silver kind of looking dude walk up there and go, "Oi, it's time to pay your taxes, bub," to a government official. It's just like, how did we end up here? I am gonna have to take this design idea and do like a frigate or something with this armor greebling and everything. Oh yeah, that looks awesome if I could ever look at it. Let's go over here and get the sun out of my eyes. Oh yeah, that looks amazing. All I gotta do is fix the one deals in the front, and it'll all be um, rainbows and butterflies. Once I fix all that. Now, let's see. What's the next thing I want to do? Trying to think here. What do I want to do next? What do I need to do next? That's a better question. What do I need to do? Mm, let's see. I do need to go inside here. Oh god, I forgot. There ain't nothing there hardly, is it? I gotta put a freaking passageway there. Okay. So here's the next thing I gotta do. I gotta put some catwalks in. Catwalk, catwalk, catwalk. Where are you? Did I miss it? Ah, number 9. That's where it is. Okay. Set that back to defaults. And I need construction components to make that work. So let's head upstairs. Oh, good lord. There's just not a whole lot of options here. Things are kind of really freaky at the moment. Come on now. Let me in here. I've really got to work on all this. Okay. I need... Good lord, I thought this would be closer than that. Hold on. Oh, that there. There we go. That'll work. And I went clean through the floor that time. Okay, that's done there. Now, why did I put that there? I'll have to cut that out later.
Energy low.
Unable to place graded catwalk. Why? Wait, I can place a catwalk there. Oh, there's already one there. That's why. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Well, I put a catwalk there. No wonder I can't get through there now. All right. Okay. Let's just try to get through here. Just I have somehow I got to the bottom floor. Okay, that worked. I don't know how, but it did. Whew. Let's see. While I sit there and charge back up,
Use armor placer like. You'd be surprised how often greebling can save your ship from being completely destroyed. Oh yeah, it's just extra armor. That was Cujo. Eric Evans, I know you do ship reviews. Do you do fleet reviews?
Good lord, I can't imagine a fleet review because I do so detailed a run on the ship. That would be insane trying to sit there and do the way I do. Review a fleet. I have to do that in like parts.
Cujo, well, it's midnight here. Yeah, it's midnight here too. So I'm gonna call it a night. Hit me up on Discord if you want to see some, if you want some cool ideas. My group and I are always happy to help and constantly coming up with new ideas for and breaking the game in a good way, of course. Take care, y'all. Take care, Cujo. Eric Evans, later, KG.
Yeah, I'm probably fixing to take off to bed myself. I need to get off. I need to work on the inside here, but the refinery functionally is done. There is some things I would like to do. I would like to tear out this area here. I liked this until I saw a different way of doing it. And so I'd like to tear this section out and redo this entire area again. I know, I'm being an ass. But, gotta get that done. And then we got other things that have to be finished. First off, let's head on up here and see if I can get from point A to point B. Can I get out of here? Will this enable me to get out? Probably not. I should have went the other way. I should have went the other way. But that's okay. I've got a door right over here. We can just open that up. Out we go. Right now, it's just working on that bottom section and finishing it up. But other than that, it's looking better. It's looking better. I just got to get some stuff finished on it. I'm hoping that there is not something loose inside this ship. I'm going to find it if I power this thing up and just move. But it appears I can't get that one engine to start. Let's see the back of this thing. How's that? Okay, all four engines there are working good. That's looking nice. I'm going to have to do some modifications to that, make it look good. And there's the front of this thing. It just looks absolutely amazing when you're looking at it because it is getting more and more done. I need to do a little bit more red, a bit of white in there somewhere. And then probably do a white stripe down the middle of those panels and down the sides of those panels, probably like one down from the very bottom. And then I need to modify the front there to make it look a little bit more interesting. But yeah, right now the Phoenix is turning out really good. I need to build up her guns on the other side. We need to start, that's going to be probably the next project. Getting the guns set up, because we do need some defenses, because I know it's just a matter of time before some idiot NPC comes along and just starts some crap and starts shooting things up.
So it's more a squadron than a fleet. 2 gunboats and 2 corvettes.
Hey, that's not bad. That's a flotilla. That's not a squadron. You're doing good. You're doing good. That's a, like I said, that's a flotilla. It's not a squadron. It's not a fleet, but it's a flotilla. You're like right in the middle between squadron and fleet. Yeah. So this is getting done here, and then I don't know. I'm gonna have to take this design with what I do with the IWL, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to employ this onto a bigger ship. I do like this segmented plate. Tried that. It's amazing what happens when you try something new. And you end up with all sorts of new cool stuff. But anyway, folks, this is all the time I've got tonight. I have to get to bed. I have to get up tomorrow for work. Joy. I hate my job. Like I said, I'm roofing and my hands still feel like it has fiberglass in them. And all I want to do, I'm just sitting there on the roof the whole time thinking, I could be streaming right now. I need to do a shirt. That'd be a cool shirt to sell. We could sell a cool shirt on here that says, I'd rather be streaming. Or I put up do like a hat for y'all to have it say, I'd rather be streaming right now. anyway, We'll figure this out. And this is, like I said, the ship is getting that much more done all the time. Just got to install some jump drives. Got to shore up the entire vessel, figure out how to make it work. I think for the area, I was going to put 2 jump drives. I think 1 may be enough to get this thing from point A to point B. And that may be all I'm going to install is just 1 big one above the nuclear reactors. And what that'll do is we'll have a jump drive. It'll take us several kilometers out, and we'll just let it charge up and then jump again. And then the, let's see, what else? The second thing we can do is we could just build, if I'm thinking about this correctly, we could just set this thing up to like have a nice little area in there to run all those systems that we're going to have. We are going to have probably the one area, the bridge. I am probably going to double layer the bridge, so we're going to cut the floor out of the bridge, and we're going to turn that into a double layer bridge, so it looks really nice. Then we got to put living quarters in the nose section, add a few more guns, add a massive rail gun. Because somebody, I can't remember who it was, they said railguns just don't look good. Railgun turrets don't look good. And I'm like, give me a minute, I'll fix that. just give me a couple of minutes to fix all that and make it look really good, and you'll be surprised. But anyway, folks, yeah, I tell you right now, I am really feeling it at the moment, and I think I'm fixing to head off to bed. So as always, I am Badger Wild saying stay safe, stay frosty, and I will see you guys next time, probably either Tuesday or Friday night, if I get Friday night open. That depends on if I get home in time. And by then, here's what I can tell you will happen. Oh, whoa, we've got 2 guys coming back. Nice. Look at this little, like a beehive working right here. But what we'll probably do is I will kill both those ships moving if we can get the jump drive going. And we may give this thing just a small, turn it from station to ship. Oh wait, I still got to do the one deal on the side, don't I? I've still got to do the the hangar, the landing bay on the other side for the A-wings and whatever. And there's another ship I've built that'll probably have to go there too. We'll build that eventually at some point. Still got a lot to do. It's surprising when I sit here and I start going through all the stuff that I mean to do. I have so much crap that needs to be done on the ship. But hopefully we can get it all done before we jump drive on out of here. I am going to put a couple of assault cannon turrets on this thing just to threaten, or maybe some artillery cannon turrets, and then do a big railgun just to be the final FU to anything that wants to try and, you know, mess around, F around and find out. Probably double barrel railgun will do the job exactly how I want to do it. But anyway, like I said, I will ramble like this forever. I'm not joking. I will ramble like this forever. At some point in time, I got to do a series where it's us and a couple other people on a server just having some fun, building and fighting. And that's probably going to be when the new Promethean, the new Factorum update comes out, because that's going to be new enemies, new fun. I'm thinking just grab a couple people, jump in there, and we will figure that SOB out while we're playing it, and just play massive games, like on the weekend, which is the only time I'm gonna have. Like on a Saturday, I may just sit down and be like, "Yep, we're gonna play this." And the sun is peeking over our asteroid right now. It's time to go to bed. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. As I said, stay safe, stay frosty. I'll see you guys next time.